Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Clearwater, Florida, with the frauditor known as Little Miss Pissy, or as I like to call her, Little Miss Pissy Frauditor, as she confronts the mayor about one of her arrests, and when he refuses to talk to her, she goes to the police and, well, still gets no satisfaction. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this friggin' S-show on the road, shall we?
This is the mayor that just put me in jail for 15 days. And he thinks it's a joke, man. I was doing public comment when I had the right to. And he didn't have the right to viewpoint discrimination, but he did it anyways. And he had me illegally arrested and put in jail. No, you got nothing to argue about, man. Nothing to argue about.
Oh yeah, it's always an illegal arrest with you frauditors. Yeah, I was only creating a disturbance, but you shouldn't arrest me for that. You should let me cry and whine and pout and moan and scream and create that nuisance in your building. Why? Because I'm so special. I know the law better than any lawyer out there. So, nah. And props to the mayor right here. Best thing to do with somebody who's throwing a tantrum like this is to just walk away and ignore them, because you're never going to convince them how wrong they are, because in their mind, they're always right.
You're going to be sued, babe. You need to be removed from office. Oh, look it, he's going for the cops now. Let's go talk to him. Hi, how are you?
Oh, how are you?
Good, I just approached the mayor and first time I've seen him since he put me in jail for 15 days for expressing my view that I had a right to express from the podium. Yeah, so runs over to you, thinking what, you're going to do it again?
He's going home for the night.
Uh-huh. So you guys need to understand when you're in that place, I know that not all of you work there, I understand that, but there's not good communication on it. And when he's violating the law,
What place? That place over there?
city hall meetings, when we go to them. Right, okay, so cops need to be more balanced in that interaction. That interaction is, it exists so that the city council knows what's going on in the city and the citizens can inform them of that. It's actually a really important thing. It's a limited public forum, okay? So what they're doing right now is called, they call it agenda items only. So you can only speak on an agenda item.
And if you don't have an agenda, they don't let you speak.
And that violates your First Amendment right, and it violates your right to bring a grievance to your public officials. It's a huge problem. And also, not only that, the non-agenda items, you can't say anything. That's actually, and I had 15 days in jail to look at this stuff, okay? So I did. So it's Jones versus Heyman, which is from 1989. That's outdated case law, both in the 11th Circuit, which is our federal circuit, and the U.S. Supreme Court. We've gone way beyond that, like way beyond it, okay? So if you look at Christian Legal Society and Good News Club, both of those, Jones versus Heyman still had the non-agenda items over in public, designated public forums.
Okay, at this point, you're just rambling on and on and on, and you're jumping from topic to case law without fully explaining any of them, expecting everybody to know what you're talking about. Now, in Jones versus Hayes, Jones was removed from the city council meeting, but he was not arrested. In your particular case, you don't even show the video on your YouTube channel as of yet, but we all know that you do tend to cause problems. You quote case laws and everything like that that you don't understand, especially with the Chevron doctrine, which you claim nullifies the ability of administrators of a building to create policies that govern that structure. Thus, you have been using this misunderstanding of the Chevron doctrine being overturned to justify ignoring of these policies, which winds up with you being booted out of the buildings and or arrested. And I'm sure that's what must have happened here. You became disorderly and you were arrested. You know, the kind of usual stuff that happens to you.
They had the city hall meetings there, but they're not there anymore. Now they're limited forms, and the case law on that is very specific, and it states that content restrictions have to be viewpoint neutral. Viewpoint neutral, they can't discriminate, okay? So there's a lady who got up a couple minutes before me, and she said, I know this isn't on the agenda, but basically, he was a meanie pants, and you guys are doing a great job. I love you. And the mayor was like, thanks for sharing. Okay. What he did at that point was he opened the door for anyone else to express their view on a non-agenda item because you can't discriminate.
What a bitch.
And we're just expected to believe you on this, considering that your YouTube channel now has 70 videos on it, and none of which are the incident in question. Yeah, how convenient.
Instead, what he did, he didn't like what I had to say. All I had to say was, hey, you gotta let people talk on non-agenda items. He didn't want to hear it, so he had me arrested by a cop who didn't have the right to arrest me. This doesn't make you guys look good. You know what I mean? You're here to serve the public, right?
Yeah, but we don't get involved in that. We're street guys. They have one team that deals with the city council and the court, and we're not a part of that.
That's got to be a rotating team then.
No, it's the same one. Every week.
I hear you, but what I'm saying is that it needs to be rotating because
that's not something that we need to handle. If you want to complain about it,
we can't do that.
I understand. I'm sorry if I want to.
It's the bike team.
If you want to complain about what went on there, take it up to the chief's office.
Take it up with what?
The chief's office.
Chief of police.
The chief of police.
Oh, I thought you said the team. The chief of police.
Yeah.
How do I take it up with the chief of police?
Reach out to him through email or go to the main station.
Yeah. File a complaint.
Talk to me about email. What's his email address? How do I email him?
You go to the...
How do you contact them? Well, you can either go to the police station or you could visit their website right here and look up their email addresses and phone numbers, and there you go.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Don't worry, I understand why it's not so easy for you. I mean, you misunderstand the Chevron doctrine and everything else like that. I mean, it's only understandable why you can't figure this stuff out.
main station and ask for that information.
I don't want to walk into your main station. You guys arrest me. We're not on the terms.
I don't work downtown usually.
Nonetheless, what's the email address? Is it, can I get this online? How do we go about that?
You can find it all online.
If you go to our website, it should be on there.
Okay, because you should have a rotating team because they're stooges for the city council.
So go to our website.
Is it there?
Should be.
Okay.
So pretty much you were barking up the wrong damn tree this whole time when you could have gone directly to the website of the chief of police for Clearwater, Florida. And believe me, the information that you are requesting is there, such as the phone number for the chief of police. I mean, you could have done that super easy, but you feign ignorance in this particular occasion and really make yourself look like a complete dumbass, more so than usual. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
This could be some groundbreaking stuff right here.
You're going to go to jail.
For what?
You read this.
I don't have to listen to
Read it.
anything. Blah, 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 blah.
Dude, so there's no way I can get in, bro? Come on, I'll put you on my YouTube.
Then shut up, Wesley.
You gotta put signs up, ma'am, if it's...
Are you Glenn Serio?
Who's that?